Hello, hello. Welcome to Beyond the Veil with Divine Lee. I'm Divine Lee. I'm not going to hold you. I'm tired, but I wanted to get one read out because I haven't done one this. Well, I've done a couple, but they haven't been uploaded. That's neither here nor there. The point being, I figured before I lay it down, I would come and just do a quick message. I asked Spirit, what should we talk about today? And Spirit said, let's talk about love. Somebody is falling in love. Somebody is looking to fall in love. Somebody is looking at someone that they could possibly fall in love with. And let's just get a couple cards on the like. Thank you, Spirit. You can just give me some clarification on this King of Cups energy. Okay. Wow. So it feels like this is definitely a very deep connection between two people. In some instances, this is a connection of forever. There's a deep bond, a deep tie. There is the possibility of marriage. There is the possibility of it being serious if it isn't already serious. I am hearing someone asking someone to marry them. So there may be someone watching this who's wondering if the person they've been with is thinking about marriage or will be possibly proposing. This is definitely a yes to that. There's someone else who is wondering if someone they're feeling something for could be their forever person. This could possibly be a confirmation to you for that. And then lastly, I'm feeling like someone who got out of one thing and found themselves in another thing. This other thing is the thing for you. And so if you're wondering if you did the right thing, this could be a confirmation for you for that. Then we have the Hanged Man. There have been some sacrifices in your life. There's been some sacrifices, and those sacrifices have led you here. Those sacrifices, those moments in which you said no when you normally would have said yes, have led you to someone or something that is truly meant for you, that is truly blissful, that is a beautiful connection. I'm hearing about someone who, may have once felt like a lost soul and they did some very deep soul searching, really worked on themselves and they've met their partner and this is a blessing from doing that work and really taking the time out to learn who you are, learn how you can be a better version of yourself. And as a reward, the universe brought you your person. And this could be going to someone who is actually in that stage of doing the work, the shadow work, and figuring out who they are and what they want in life and that sort of thing. So this may be coming through as like a future confirmation that if you continue doing the work, you're going to be blessed with the person who will understand you, who will love you, who will stand by your side, and who will celebrate this person that you're growing to be. So this may be your confirmation or your motivation to keep going, keep doing the hard work because it's leading you. It's leading you somewhere you're gonna want to go. And then lastly, we have the Hierophant. So yeah, there's been a lot of lessons learned. I'm hearing somebody wanting to write a love book, a self-love book, because they've been through a lot and they feel like there's some people who could definitely benefit from hearing their story. It's also bringing you peace to a place of wholeness, finding purpose for the pain. I'm hearing that maybe even a book title, The Purpose Behind the Pain, or something like that. Purpose in the Pain, yada yada. But I'm definitely getting this strong feeling of someone that is writing a book. You could be writing a tell-all. Somebody could be coming to you to write their story. It could also be someone who is into writing romance novels or something like that. And you may even be, like, I'm feeling this energy of someone who what am I hearing? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Someone who writes romance novels, kind of like that moniker for those who can't do teach. Um, it's like that's what it's been for this person in the collective, where you've always been the person writing the romance stories, or always been the person watching all the rom-coms, fantasizing, romanticizing what life is like with your special person, and you're at a point in your life now where you're ready to find that special person. So this could be your confirmation that, yeah, it's time to find your partner, or it's time to impart that knowledge of the heart that you have onto others. Because I'm definitely feeling the energy of someone who's been through a lot. They've been around. They've been they've been high and they've been low when it comes to matters of the heart. And you may be feeling like it's time to write something. So definitely give in to that. If you're not a writer yourself, maybe you want to find somebody who does write, and maybe outsource that project to someone. You dictate it, they write it, or however you want to make that work. But I'm feeling that strong energy of somebody who wants to write a book, write a tell-all about love, or maybe even write their memoir about how they got into the marriage that they're in now, how many frogs they had to kiss to, find their person. That fumbling, I'm feeling that fumbling over someone. If there's someone who just got into a new relationship, or something new, you may be dealing with some naysayers and some hanger-ons, people who feel like they know your person better than you. I'm hearing don't listen to them, shut out all the noise, pay attention to what you see and not what you hear from others. Okay? I'm going to get a couple tea leaves, and then I'm going to let you guys go for the night. I hope everybody has had a very fulfilling holiday. Oh no, you don't want me to have that. Okay, thank you. I hope everyone has had a very fulfilling holiday. Hope everyone has been looking forward to 2026, because I have. I'm so excited that we have finally made it across that threshold. Definitely am feeling the beginnings of something wonderful. Something healing is what I heard. Yeah. We could all use a little healing right now. Alright, I'll pick those up later. Oh, these cards are like flying all over the place. So maybe somebody who's been feeling really jittery about somebody, or could be you feeling a little jittery about decisions. I suddenly heard someone is scheduled to walk down the aisle, and they may be feeling a little jittery because of something that somebody told them, that made them really sit back and question what they think they know about marriage, or what they really want in a marriage. So it could be somebody that's second guessing, or rethinking the idea of marriage. Or maybe you went to somebody's wedding and you went with whoever it was you were dating at the time, and y'all could be in like limbo space where no one has said, hey, we're official, but everything that you do is that of an official couple. And maybe you're kind of trying to figure out, is that what you really want? You're trying to sit back and really make your decision on if what this union brings you is really what you want. Could be somebody that's looking to get serious and they've said it, and you're really trying to think if that's what you want to do. You're feeling like you're really in limbo, right? You're not absolutely sure what you want to do. Let's see what we got here. All right, I got a couple clarification cards. So let's see what Spirit gave us before we close out. All right, so we got butterfly, a change for the better. So in regards to those who have said we're thinking about getting with somebody, or there was somebody who you may have just gotten into a relationship with, or it could be somebody who is on your mind that you may want to be with. This change for the better is coming through as a yes, as a confirmation. If there's any question about this relationship, the answer is yes. If there's any question about, should you move forward, I'm hearing yes. It's going to be a change for the better. There'll be some changes for the better that'll be made. I'm hearing there'll be some growing pains, but in the end, the production will be beautiful, just like a butterfly. When they're a caterpillar, they're a little funny looking, and they have to go in that weird looking cocoon, and when they come out, their wings are wet. It's a whole lot of waiting. It's like a whole process, and I'm feeling like that's what this is. It's been a whole process to get to this point with a specific person, or you're thinking there's gonna be a process to get with the person that you want to get with. But you know what? If this is what the outcome is, then I say the process is worth it. So again, I'm gonna go with the yes for any yes or no questions in the regards of a new love, or in the regards of taking something to the next level, or in the regards of even a proposal, and maybe you haven't said yes yet. I don't know. All right. Next up, we got Fox. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. It's really funny that I see Fox, because literally for the last week I have been seeing a fox, and I'm convinced it's the same fox. I've seen it in my neighborhood, but it's been at different places. And there was even 2 days straight where I was coming home, and it just so happened that I was coming home at the same time on these 2 separate days. And I saw that fox both of those days at those exact same times in the exact same spot that I had seen it before, which was running from across the street into a yard to go into a backyard. First of all, I've seen foxes out here before, right? Because where I am, it's kind of like it's a suburb, but it's, up against a rural area, right? There's a lot of wooded area and that sort of thing. But I've just been seeing, I'd only seen fox maybe once or foxes. Can't even talk. I'm tired. I'd only seen foxes maybe like, once or twice or so prior to that. But this last week, I'm telling you, this fox has looked super menacing. And so I did take time out after I'd seen the fox those 2 days back to back at the exact same time, going to the exact same space, running from the exact same place, whatever. I did go and I did, look up the spiritual significance of seeing foxes. And it was basically the top 3 things were to remain cunning about situations like business, almost like this is saying, to remain shrewd and attentive to your business matters. Secondly is to keep an eye out for moments where you have to be cunning in the face of adversity, or times where you have to be super adaptable to environments that you're not used to. And then lastly was keeping an eye out. Wait, oh my goodness, I got lost. I believe the last, basically that was it. Basically, I actually took one of the 3 and combined it in the second. That's what threw me off. That's how I know I'm exhausted. It was saying to remain adaptable, to remain steadfast and attentive with your business matters, and to, watch out for moments of, adversity, to remain cunning and calm and resourceful in moments of adversity. So in this case, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business, I'm going to go with that's basically saying, any business of the heart, because that's what we're talking about, business of the heart. So basically, for that person who is looking to get into this relationship, for the one that's already in the relationship, oh my goodness, excuse me, I'm so sorry, it's so rude. Even for that person who's oh, I suddenly heard real loud with this fox, somebody's watching you. Somebody's watching you to see what you're gonna do. Yeah. There may be somebody interested in the same person that you're interested in. And maybe you haven't said it out loud, especially for the person that where it's an office romance. You may not have said anything out loud, or there may not have been anything official, but there's someone who has a crush on either that your person or you, and they've been watching what you're doing. I'm feeling it's more a crush on your person. And they've been watching what you're doing. And they've been watching you be in limbo. And they're just kind of, they're trying to stay adaptable. They're trying to be cunning. And they're just watching and waiting to see what you're going to do. Just watching and waiting to see how serious this thing really is. And they could know that not only do you really like your person, but they could possibly know that your person really likes you too. And it's causing them to kind of act out a little. They may be a little snooty at work. I'm hearing they're very predatory. Like if it's a divine feminine, she could be known as a man eater. And it doesn't have to be just for men. It's just using that term. Let me get something else on that, Spirit, before I move on to this next card, please. Because I'm definitely feeling this energy all of a sudden of somebody who is like watching how well you two get along. Somebody at your job who watches how well you two get along. And maybe they were there before you were there. Maybe you're the new person. And they had been crushing on this person before you got there. But they never did anything about it because there was no reason. And now here you are coming along stealing their thunder. So they're sitting and they're watching how y'all are just getting along, chilling, everything is everything. Y'all having all that fun. And they just sitting and watching it. Just have to sit there and watch. And they don't like it. So keep an eye out. Beware. And I'm not saying you got to hide your happiness, because if you do find, that you and this office romance are going further, or if it's a situation where you're already in a relationship and it's just somebody that's in the wings that likes your person, that has a crush on your person, and they could be watching you, waiting on you to slip up. That's literally what I'm seeing with this person. That's funny. That's really funny. Spirit, can I have something else about that fox energy, please? Thank you. Ooh. Oh, I get to keep that. Thank you. Yep. Yeah. Great personal sorrow. This person does not want you with that person. I really feel like this is speaking to the energy of someone who is getting into an office romance, or who has a crush, or you may have a crush on somebody at your job, and you have it on good authority that they have a crush too. Like you can pick up on vibes. You know what it is. Maybe you're an empath. You know the feelings. Whatever the outcome, you know what's up. And so does this other person who I just said is sitting and watching you, right? Because I asked for clarification on this fox. So whoever is sitting and watching you guys really does not like it that you two are together, or doesn't like it that you're making oogly eyes or whatever. And it's definitely the feeling of somebody that you work with. And if this resonates with someone who is in a relationship already, maybe you two used to work together, you don't anymore, you have since left the job and they're still there, but there's somebody there who has always had a crush on them. And now that you don't work there, they could be plotting and planning, or they could be watching them all the time. And then here you come, and they're still happy, and everything is great with you. And so they're just like, this sucks. Like, I should be with them. I mean, heavy on that jealous energy. So with that being said, skull, hidden secrets can harm you. Yeah, y'all. Somebody that does not want that happiness for you. They don't want that happiness. They don't want that union. For somebody that's already in a relationship, they want y'all broken up. For the person who, for those of us in the collective who have not gotten into the relationship, but there's somebody you have in mind, or there's somebody you got your eye on, there's somebody who's got their eye on them too. Or there's someone who's got their eye on you. Either way, they do not want this union. They are watching and waiting for an opportunity for them to break it up or for it to fall apart. But whoever this person is and whoever it is that they feel it for, you or your person, they want it to end. And they're just sitting and waiting in limbo for this thing to end. So beware. Beware of that. And they may even say something, like I'm feeling this energy with the Hierophant, like they may even be saying little things when you two are and are not around each other. Like maybe they switch up what they say, like when all of you are around each other, they say something like, oh, you two took a little long on lunch yesterday, or a little bad and stuff like that. And then if not, if you're not in a relationship or what have you, and they come around, they kind of pick and prod, like, what y'all doing this weekend? Y'all gonna be together doing it? Da 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 da. And it's with a little snootiness or snappiness, and then they try to laugh it off and pretend it's no big deal and go on about their business. But I'm definitely feeling like it's somebody who does not want that situation to be going down. They are not feeling it. They don't like it. It's upsetting to them because they wanted you, or they wanted that person first as far as they're concerned. And even if it's a person who came along after the fact, they still feel like they should have been the one with you, or they should have been the one with your person, or they should be, not even have been, they should be, because in their mind this is the wrong union. The union is between them and the person out of this union that they desire. But don't let that bother you, because this union is a change for the better for both of you. This union is both of yours opportunity to know true happiness, to know what it's like to be with someone equally, how do I want to say it? I don't want to say equally yoked. No, that's what was trying to come out. But you get the point. Fine, we'll take that. Anyway, it's a situation where, you're going to find yourself in a situation that you've never been in before. Like the way this relationship goes, or the way you two are crushing on each other. This whole situation is just something that has never been like that for you before. So it's worth it to put in the work for the change. I'm sorry. It's worth it to put in the work, or to really take a second to look into if you really want this, or what this could be, or what have you. Because I am getting very strong vibes that this is I heard match made in heaven, that this is like the perfect union should you move forward. And you're going to have to ignore all of that. You're going to have to ignore that person. And it may be more than one person, right? It may be, y'all work together. You got people at work that's crushing, and then you got people on the outside world that's crushing. So you two might be super hot, man, and people are just all over it. Don't let that bother you. So what? That's okay. That's great. It's almost like looking at A$AP Rocky and Rihanna, and there are people clearly that are attracted to both of them. And, they're not going to walk around and be like, ew, don't look at me. They're going to be like, oh, thank you, but, I'm good. Well, that's how you two need to be. You're a very attractive pair, and there are going to be people who want you, and whoever this supremely predatory person is, let them drown in their own tears. Let their asses drown in their own tears, because who wants to be bothered with that? I don't like the hidden secrets can harm you, and I'm sure you don't like it either. I think it just means in regards to, causing disruption in this union, or causing a delay in the union even coming to be. You definitely want to be aware of that, and just kind of take it easy. Take it easy. There's no need to flip out on anybody, because at the end of the day, your person wants you. Your person's mind is on you, and your mind is on them. So everybody else, they don't matter in that situation. They don't matter when it comes to that. Mm. Here we have mice. Yeah, this is too funny. Mice, discord amongst friends and family. Followed by cat. A two-faced friend. Cat and mouse game. I mean, look at it. So, yeah, remember I was saying it could be somebody that, when they get around y'all, they making little jokes or whatever. So, yeah, it's somebody that's been watching y'all, somebody that pretends to be a friend. Again, workplace energy. It's definitely giving workplace energy, workplace triangle. I'm feeling the energy that this person, this treacherous predator, was there first and felt like you had no right coming in, taking what they assumed would be theirs. But ultimately, that is not the way that cookie crumbled, and they cannot handle it. So I'm not going to say that they're doing little things to try to break you up, but they are definitely waiting and watching. Just like a cat. Waiting and watching. Setting themselves up for the kill. I'm hearing cat that ate the canary. Maybe they told you a huge lie, or they caused some kind of dysfunction recently. And while you were running around with your head cut off, or while your partner was doing whatever they were doing, kind of in an anxious state or a stress state, maybe it caused you two to have words or be a little snippy with each other. And now I'm hearing cat who ate the canary. That person sat back and licked, cleaned their fur and grinned like the cat that ate the canary. Mm. Now, the discord amongst friends or family, I'm definitely relating it, like I said, to the cat card, cat and mice, right? It's a friend. It's definitely somebody that's close to you, too. It could be a family member who is like a friend. It could be somebody that's one of your family members, but was a friend to the other person. And maybe that's what they're jealous about. It's like, ever since you come along, that person don't have time for me anymore. Why do you have to come in? Why do you have to come and ruin everything? But there's definitely a heavy energy. There's somebody that does not want that relationship to be. And you cannot listen to that. You can't pay it any attention. You have to do what it is you want to do, what it is you feel comfortable with. And whatever they don't like, that's their problem and their problem alone. Okay, that's a lot of cards. All right, Spirit, we'll take that. What do you want me to have? Okay, definitely that and this. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Work, achievement, success. Keep your mind on your relationship. Keep your eyes on your own paper. Don't worry about what these people out here saying. Don't worry about this person that's sitting around boo-hooing because you got what they want. And that could go either way, whether it's you they want or the other person. Let them be and let them do what they're going to do, because that's not your concern. You have bigger fish to fry, right? You have a whole life of happiness, or a whole time space of happiness to be with the person who makes your heart sing. So all of this nonsense that's going on here, with this being in limbo and, relaying messages or making comments that are unnecessary, let them continue to do what they do. Because at the end of the day, you're still over here happy. They're the ones who letting all of this live rent free in their heads. And that's not your problem. Getting something about a younger man. This could be why you're catching the side eye. You could be, you could be older than the person you're dating, and there could be someone that you guys work around. Or I keep saying you're dating, like y'all already together. It even feels like I'm saying it before it happens. Like that literally is the energy, not just, oh, it's somebody I'm talking to who's already in a relationship. No. When I'm saying it, sometimes it feels like I'm saying it before it happens, because it's just gonna happen. Y'all are just gonna be. It just is what it is. But I'm feeling like there could be the energy of a younger divine masculine. Doesn't have to be a man, but there's a younger divine masculine that is a part of, or whose energy is meshing with this fox energy. And they could be the ones sitting back being like, I don't like that. Maybe somebody is older than the other person when it comes to this coupling. And that younger person is like, How you get them? You ancient. You have no business with them. They need to be with me. So they sitting and they watching and they waiting with tears in their little eyes because they're probably very immature. And I don't know why I just heard you know should be me. I hope that showed up the way I said it. If not, maybe it's for the best. Okay. Getting a little itchy. Okay. So yeah, so there's definitely this energy of maybe an age difference, and somebody that's interested in you or the other person does not like that y'all two are together, does not feel like that age difference allots you two to be together. It's definitely legal. I'm not getting any illegal energy like, somebody's going to jail for robbing any cradles or anything, but there is an age difference. And it may not even be substantial. It could be 2 to 5 years age difference. That's not really a big deal, but this person is treating it that way because it fits the narrative of why you shouldn't be with them. Okay. Table. Hard work ahead. Yeah. You got to overcome all these haters. You have to learn to cultivate and build together and get over all these haters all at the same time. And last but not least, we have cup. You should accept valid criticism. That could be coming from someone on the outside looking in who's a really good friend of yours who isn't, fitting any of this energy. But they could be telling you, hey, man, you might be a little too open with what y'all talking about. Hey, y'all might be doing too much. Da, 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 da. Anyway, even if you don't like what they're saying about your new relationship, just take a second to listen to it and to process it. Once people have said whatever it is they have to say, they've gotten their information out. How you receive it and process it is strictly up to you. So you still get to hold on to your power. If you decide, hey, whatever they said means nothing to me, you don't even really have to respond with that. You just be like, oh, okay. And at the end of the day, you let it go. Or if it's something that does mean something to you, clearly, you take time to, again, process it and then apply it to, your life moving forward, wherever it fits. But I'm definitely hearing that there is someone who's coming to give you some tidbits on how to make this work. I do feel like, you're going to side eye this person. Oh, man. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. You're going to side eye this person because you're trying to figure out where did they get off telling you anything about your life and yada, yada, yada. And while that's a valid point, in this specific situation, because I feel like it's something new and because there are outside forces that, want to push their own narratives for the sake of their own outcome, you need to listen to that advice. You need to hear that criticism because it could be something that could change the trajectory of where this relationship goes and how you cut this relationship short. Is there anything else, Spirit? I heard a quick nope. All right, well, guys, thank you so much. I hope this message wasn't gibberish. As tired as I am, I'm still dedicated. I'm dedicating myself to posting it. So I'm not going to post it tonight. Clearly, I need to go shut my eyes and then look at it with fresh eyes. But I definitely want to say, overall, this reading is about someone who may have found their kindred spirit. And the outsider or outsiders that are watching and waiting to snatch that away from you, fear not, because that coupling it's ordained. It's perfect. Not perfect, but you get the point. It's perfect for you and perfect for them. And so anything that anybody else has to say in the background or, behind your back or even to go so far as, to maybe be plotting and planning on seeing that relationship at its demise or what have you, you don't have time to worry about all that because you're actually remaining pretty shrewd when it comes to matters of your energy in the heart. Well, with that being said, friends, I am exhausted. I am gonna hop my behind off. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Either way, thank you guys so much for checking in with me. I'm looking to get some more likes and subscribes, so by all means, please hit that like button and slap that subscribe button if you know you want to support me and give me that motivation, that extra oomph to keep it going. I'm constantly pulling cards, but I'm not constantly filming it, so I think it's time for that. Anyway, thank you guys again so much. I'm going to get some rest. I hope that you do the same. And I'm going to go ahead and close out this read. Ashe, blessed be, with harm to none, forever and ever. So mote it be, so it is. Ciao.